You talked about your mom. What was it like? Because you uploaded a YouTube video of your parents' reaction to Blue Eyes. Were you nervous about that? And what was that reaction?
No, I wasn't nervous about that. I don't think I had ever played that song for them before, and I knew it was gonna invoke an emotional reaction. I think like in making music, sharing music, I think to draw tears is probably, tears and laughter are like the most basic of human songs, you know? And oftentimes when you're making a great song, pretty much every time, it's like either it's gonna make you cry or it's gonna make you laugh. And sometimes in the process of producing a joint and doing your videos and all that shit, that essence can be lost. So if you can find a way to reconnect to that primal human emotion of it, then I guess I seek that out, you know, because I feel like that's the magical spot, you know, is when you can evoke like real human emotion, you know. Something could be so beautiful that you cry. No, I wasn't nervous to play them that, you know. I just wanted to get their honest reaction, you know. You know, that was interesting because I came across that kind of like idea the first time that I drank ayahuasca. I was going into it, I was depressed and I was asking, why do I feel so much pain? And during the ayahuasca ceremony, I had like a vision of myself seeing my mom's blonde hair through my childhood eyes, and I had this higher voice that was like, I used to want blue eyes. That is the root of my pain. And so then I started making that song, but it just took a long time until the song really came to me. But yeah, ayahuasca, love that shit.
Why?
Ayahuasca's so ill because it's like cutting through layers of repression of memory, you know, and like just psychological gunk that stands in between the depth of understanding that we all inherently have, but it's just so much accumulation of confusion, you know, from living and experiencing, that things like ayahuasca, mushrooms, peyote, they just cut through and can give you a direct window into your truths. Just clear, you know what I mean? Just give you like clear directives. Be like, this happened, this is how it affected you, this is what you can do to transform or transcend. But then you gotta work, you know,
right
from there.
Right. How many times have you done it?
I've been drinking ayahuasca like 10 years, almost. I think since like 2015. So how many times have I done it? Probably about 10 times.
And you learn something new about yourself every time?
Many new things. Oftentimes it's like compound realizations, you know, something, a repressed memory that was uncovered here, then another ceremony will add to it, or give more context, to give more perspective. But it, you know, things of all different nature. Like that was the first one I did. There was another time when it just revealed to me that a lot of the fear that I carry is in my gut, which makes sense. They say, what's your gut reaction? You know, what's your gut feeling on this? The gut is the second largest repository of serotonin outside the human brain. So many refer to it as being a second brain, and has intrinsic connections to mental health for those reasons. So it made me realize that a lot of the fear I experienced and carries in my gut always had stomach issues, and just inspired me to change my diet, you know, inspired me to stop eating like any fucking thing, because I always was slim and, you know, didn't matter, you know, I'm not gonna become big for real if I eat Popeyes, daily,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
But from that ayahuasca experience, it just made me clean my food, you know, made me let go of like a lot of those compulsive food choices like Popeyes and Chick-fil-A and shit like that, you know. Just made me realize that those choices are just as integral to my well-being, even if I don't necessarily see it on a physical level the same way somebody else might.
Mm-hmm.
It's just as attached to my well-being, mental, spiritual, physical, etc., you know, even if it's not visible.
Mm-hmm.
Help me with that. Things ayahuasca has given me in different ceremonies. Definitely helped me with sex addiction. You know, I don't think that any one thing has been like a clear erasure from that, like cigarette smoking or some shit, because sex addiction is just fucking, it's deep, you know what I mean? It's deeper than cigarettes. It's deeper than rap, for real. And but it gave me perspective on that too, for sure. And like helped me a lot to just contextualize and be like, oh, I'm doing this for so many other reasons, you know what I mean? Like this is just working through shame and anger and guilt, and you know, everything else is being expressed through that avenue. I would recommend drinking ayahuasca and shit to anybody that wants to improve their experience of life. You know, straight up.
I'm curious. Do you have a Rolling Stones tattoo on this hand? Is that it?
That's it.